grab it.
Hey.
Same way people pay $80 for a steak and put black pepper on it.
Yo,
I respect that. I respect
Nah.
that.
He quick.
Yeah, that was. I like that. I like that.
Look at him. You
I
see
really-
the hat? He
honestly
came with his
was
A
not
game
expecting
today.
it. That's right.
I really did.
black pepper though.
I really did like that. But even steak sauce too. I know chefs be getting mad as fuck when you ask for
But that
steak
A1?
sauce.
You can't be using steak sauce on
nah,
good
yeah. If a good steak don't need no steak sauce.
Right.
Nah, you bugging. Good steak
Nah, a good steak don't need nothing.
becomes
You-
better.
'Cause you like the
Steak
meats.
sauce for a bad
Shut
steak.
up.
Nah, man. I need
You cook,
steak.
you know good and damn well what I'm talking about. All right, motherfuckers, this is Inappropreality. I am DJ Mike Torch.
Back way.
Okay.
And this is Kudo.
That's trap. You
You got a mic,
He
bro.
got a mic. Why
I
you
know.
here?
Never mind. Shut up.
Benito
That's
Menes.
fucked up.
Benito.
That's fucked up.
He came with the
Shout out
seasoning.
Haiku.
Right.
Terry's Tees, man. Hats
Bah,
just
bah,
dropped,
bah.
man. Hit up the guy for the work. Hit him up for the hats. You got a project dropping this Friday, don't you?
Oh, that's what somebody
Oh wait, no.
told
By
me.
the time this come out, it'll already be out.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. Some shit, some new music, man. Elevated growth.
So real
Macway.
quick, what can we expect from that?
Good vibes, summer music. I mean, some turn up shit for the summer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you some good vibes. Swoop. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Word in hell, yeah.
Huh?
For the people who absolutely do not know, what do you do? Tell them what you do.
Rap, sing, probably call myself an artist. That's really about it. I mean,
Probably.
grind every day.
Nah, you definitely are one hell of a musician. I like your music,
Appreciate
Facts.
and I see the elevation between the two projects that I listen to.
that. Appreciate that.
So I definitely want to hear. Okay, what name of the first one? Living Hell.
Living Hell, yeah, and then followed by Hold Me Down.
Right. So what did you take from the first one that you absolutely like didn't want to do in the second one, or what did you learn from to
You're saying like
Take that-
mistakes from the first one that I didn't want to like repeat in the second one?
what are you mistakes that you think that you even made?
I mean, really, the only mistake is not making a longer project because I tried making it as diverse as possible, but like you can only do so much in 5 tracks. So like I did execute more sounds and Hold Me Down, but even then, that's why I'm dropping an album within a month, probably around the time this drops now.
When did
Really
Hold Me
execute
Down
it.
drop?
End of February, and then Living Hell dropped end of December.
I think they sound like night and day. I personally like Hold Me Down way better.
Appreciate
I really
it.
do.
Thank you. I
really
mean,
do.
that's the goal, you know. To
Even
improve every single
though-
project.
24 Carats is my favorite shit that I've heard. Like that you put out. Like it's on the first project that I listened to. But I
I've
think
been said that was a hit.
that
like,
shit
since it
is
first
crazy.
came out.
That shit is crazy.
That was like my first time approaching a sound like that, so it's like interesting to hear that that's your favorite sound because that's literally like the only time I ever approached something like that.
I'm a DJ. I like that turn up shit. I like that. I like that tempo. I like that. I like that upbeat shit. 'Cause I could play that. I could play that many places.
Yeah, send that
Oh,
to
yeah.
him. He'll play it.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Play it out.
Facts.
Absolutely. So yeah, answer the question. What did you take from the first one that you didn't do in the second one, or like vice versa? What did you like take from it?
I
Period.
mean, in the most not conceited way, I mean, I really don't feel like I made a mistake other than like not having more content to follow. It's just like following it up with content. Like this album is going to shit on the both of those projects, and then my next project's going to shit on that album. Like it's really just a level up every single time. Like I have the confidence for it. I just need to be in the right room with people, and I know I'm going to do well.
Talk that talk, man.
How important is it to be around the right people? Because
Extremely important.
DK bodied the whole shit. Like
Okay, so I mean,
Oh, he said nah. He said nah.
no, that's not even that because he produced 9 out of the 10 tracks on my next album, so like he's going absolutely ham. Yeah, on top of like producing for Step, producing for himself, like he's going
Okay.
above and beyond.
We need XDK when the fuck he gets time to
just didn't say
sleep.
time.
I know,
He can't be sleeping.
literally.
Can't be.
But it's super important to make sure that you have the right people around because I mean, like if you're around people that don't write, don't record, you're always out of the studio fucking around spending money. It's like, how are you gonna pursue your dreams? Like you're around these people that talk, but like, what are you doing in actuality?
Yes, sir.
Like you're eventually gonna have those times you reflect and you're like, what am I doing with myself? You look at who you're around and you realize like, wait, nobody around me is doing anything.
you're them.
He wanted to
Right.
play.
You're
He wanted
them.
to play the video game when I wanted to go to the studio, so we played the video game.
Right, and don't get me wrong, I fuck with video games, but like, I want to do this. Like I want to make music.
That's real shit, man.
I want to bring a conversation up that we were just having about people being. I guess they could be introverts, but if you're scary on social media, could that ruin you as an artist? if you're scary on social media?
What do you mean by scary?
If you're afraid to even interact or even post or just any type of thing that you feel
yes.
All
Because
right.
I know people who are really dope.
And they lack in the social media.
And it's murky because they don't got that social media presence. And it's all about, like, interaction. Like,
are
people,
those same people you could have conversations with? Or is that just their personality? Is that a personality issue? Or, like, what do you think that is?
If it's a personality issue, you got to really ask yourself, do you really want this?
Facts.
And if that's something that you feel like you need to change, you need to change that. It's all about interaction. All the people who I see with little fan bases, they're always interacting with people. You tag them and something, they repost it, always saying thank you for checking out my music. All of that. We as a consumer, we enjoy that when you talk to us. Like, you know, if you're not doing that talking and you just putting something out and you expect people. Like, nah, be you know, we talk about it all the time about people with the DMs. As annoying as that is, keep doing it.
This is a point I haven't heard anybody say. How amped are you see all the time when a celebrity or artist, somebody's favorite artist, actually comments back, like on Twitter or Instagram. What is that person gonna do? What is that fan gonna do? Screenshot. Look what this person did. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
It's like, how come us as independent artists, or you guys as independent artists, don't think of that? If you're having problems with social media or even having problems interacting with other people.
I think it's a huge issue with, like, the local scene where people just feel like, excuse me, I don't know if they feel like they're too cool or it's just like they're too scared because of anxiety, but, like, people just get too clicked up and they're too afraid to talk to people, network, and really, like, expand.
Right.
If you go to places like Atlanta, New York, LA, South Florida, Houston, like, they're all clicked up. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody works with everybody.
Facts.
You can't be scared to communicate no matter your personality. So, like, if you can't, I mean, that's going to separate you from being, like, a hobby artist and a real artist. And I mean, I guess, like, I would go further and say that it, like, judges your character, like, what kind of person
Facts.
you're going to be.
Facts.
So what separates you from those artists you just mentioned? Because Carla always gives you guys praise, your whole camp and everybody that you guys work with. So what separates you from that?
Being with it every day. I mean, I just had somebody reach out to me. I won't say their name just out of respect for them, but they were just asking me, like, for tips on, like, what they could do better to promote their music because they feel like they're doing enough, but it's not getting enough exposure. I mean, like we were talking about earlier before we started this, I believe it's like 60-40 marketing music. Like, people need to get behind you. They need to get behind your face. They need to get behind what you believe.
Facts
It's not
of
just about what
fucking
you're
life.
saying, because people will dance around to a beat. It doesn't matter what the hell you're saying. Like, you could have the
Beat
track
was
bars.
hard.
Right.
Give a fuck who was on the song.
Right.
Talk that talk, man. I like this kid.
Word.
You know his shit. You know your shit.
I mean,
man.
it's been a few years. Like,
See what that
I don't mean to
grabba-
be
you see what
cocky,
that
but it's
grabba
like
be
you
doing?
do it for long enough, and you see people complain, and it's like you fix yourself, you realize what you want to do, you set your priorities, and, like, a lot of people, like, say they want to do something, but they really don't do enough to get it done.
It's facts. Cause you know what I mean. Even down to the shit that you was just touching on with, like, people on the local level not interacting as much with their fan base. I feel like a lot of people I've spoken to, they don't even understand that that's their fan base.
I was
Like,
gonna ask that question. Actually,
you got a lot of motherfuckers thinking niggas is liking your shit for clout or sharing your shit for XYZ when that motherfucker literally like what you just put out. And your first impression when they gave you respect or gave you your roses was stumping on the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I
what
think
that person
stems from a
takes
lack
it
of
at.
confidence. I mean, you
I
only
agree.
feel that way because you're not what they think you are. So, like, you have to take that to heart like that, unfortunately. I feel bad for people like that.
do you try to step out your comfort zone and try to gain fans that you otherwise wouldn't have, or do you try to focus on just feeding your fans?
That's a tough one. Because, I mean, like, I would say, like, every song I make, I wouldn't complete it unless I 100% wanted to make it myself. But at the same time, you expand your boundaries on those sounds so you can get those new listeners. Like, I made 24 Carats and stepped out of my comfort zone so I could create those new fans. Like, you wouldn't have heard my music otherwise.
Word.
That's real shit.
I fuck with 24 Carats a lot.
I appreciate that.
a lot. And Smoke is my shit. I was
Thank
just
you.
playing that shit over and over and over.
You know what's
again.
crazy about that? The dude that played the guitar for that loop just got reposted by Demi Lovato, so he's got crazy eyes on him.
Oh shit.
And that was his first placement, so I mean, whenever it comes up in conversation, what have you done? I'm literally the only thing that can come up. On top of whatever he's done.
Let's go.
So I mean, that's huge.
That's
huge.
go.
As small as it is, that's huge.
I like that. What was it? What's the next track after that? It was track 3.
God, this is terrible.
Let It Go.
Yeah, with Future and Step.
Yeah, that track.
Let It
I
Go.
fuck with that shit too. DK body that shit too. That production on that is stupid.
Hell yeah. No, him and I have bonded like super well. Like I would say, if you asked me a year ago if I'd be working with DK like I am now, I don't know if I could tell you, but like literally I hop in now, we can complete like more than one song within an hour. It's crazy.
Why do you say that?
The chemistry wasn't there. On top of just like him having a different style, I think like finally being able to lock in. And I would say, advice to any artist trying to pursue anything out there, you need to lock in with people and like really create those relationships. Like you can't just hit up a producer, buy YouTube beats, like link in with one producer.
Talk about
create a
it.
relationship. Like build with them, come up with them.
To create a sound, because you have a sound, and do you think
exactly
that?
what y'all are doing. Exactly what y'all are doing.
Oh, everybody pointing at this nigga. Everybody pointing at him. It took me a second.
Talk about it.
Everybody
a
knows
second.
what he be doing, man.
It took me a second.
You have to build with people.
Can't hide it, bro.
It took me a second. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask.
That whole album was YouTube beats.
Yo, don't let them fool you.
I mean, I say, hey. Sometimes ain't nothing wrong with YouTube beats. You can
Nah, there's a
some
lot
great
wrong with
producers to
YouTube
build-
beats if you're not paying for them.
I agree with
If
that.
you're
I agree with that.
if you accept this and you want to do this and you want to pursue this shit, you gotta you gotta be professional.
So I mean, there's a difference in downloading free YouTube beats and like building a relationship with a producer that simply uploads their beats on YouTube.
Yes.
Facts.
That's a huge difference. I mean, a
Facts.
lot of people definitely
what
just
you
take
did?
beats.
You did that?
Cause I got the beats to prove it, so I don't want to hear none of that.
Oh,
But
you
even-
got the stems. You got the
got the
stems.
beats don't mean
But
shit.
Pete, even remember that
He
conversation
got
we
the
had
stems?
last time? Even beyond shopping with a YouTube producer, tell me the percentage of YouTube producers that you've seen repost one of those artists' songs
Facts.
on either their YouTube or their own social media.
They don't give a fuck. They don't
So
care.
Unless
regardless
they're paying for an
of-
exclusive, they don't.
Regardless
Not
of,
even for the exclusives. I
don't
bought
see it.
exclusives before, and that producer didn't give two
You
fucks.
don't see
Really?
it. They take that
Hell
bread and they
yeah.
go,
See,
especially if
that's
that's a
crazy.
big name producer. And I
That's just
understand
bad
if you shopping with internet money or you shopping with a Johnny Giuliano or someone who's built a name off of YouTube, they have no obligation of it's just like getting a fucking big name feature. You understand what I'm saying? So you shop off this person for this beat, you lost any other promotion that could have came from that producer as a collaboration. Where you go with a producer that's from around the way, that motherfucker gonna push that song just as hard as you gonna push that song, if not harder.
Totally
what I'm
agree.
saying?
Totally
So-
agree.
Just to lose that,
Especially if
as
you
an
body.
independent artist on the come up, you feel you don't need that. You fucking crazy. You got 40 songs out and not nobody else pushing them but you. Now understand, if all 40 of those songs were done, even by one or two producers around you, you just got two extra people to push your music. So it's not just you. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? That YouTube producer's not gonna push you ever. He ain't gonna push you.
I mean, you would
Unless
just,
you get a
would have
million
to
views and you really
jump
shot
through
with
hoops
them.
and go out of your way because it's like somebody in another state or like you don't even know where they are. They could be
Yeah.
out of the country. Like you'd have to find them on social media. Like really like put yourself in that vulnerable position and try to build that relationship.
Hunt
if
this
not.
motherfucker down.
And like more often than not, if people can't have conversations with their fans, like how can you expect them to do that?
Or you could just start with a YouTube beat person who's low, so he's just starting. So it's like,
Oh yeah, build with him while he building.
it's like that.
Facts.
But it's just getting on YouTube with 100, a K, 200
Facts.
views.
Okay, look,
Facts
this
on it.
goes to a conversation me and you was having a little bit earlier today. Childish Gambino's getting sued for "This Is America" for some. I guess there's another track. It does sound exactly like, I didn't check to see if it was put out before or anything like that, but I assume it was, and I assume this motherfucker's gonna get bread. Just even putting your sound out there like that, even production out there. If you're a producer, you put those beats out there like that, and somebody just goes on and hops on it and fucking actually does something with it, you can sue the fuck out that motherfucker. So is this? I wanted to ask: is this artist right for just waiting for "This Is America" by Childish Gambino to eat before he fucking hit that lawyer and
Yes.
went to court and all that stuff
100%.
before?
business.
Right, it is. So at the same time, it's like
business.
these producers, I think they need to, I mean, hit the YouTube and fucking get that bread. If you're actually about to do that. So in the same sense, if you're gonna grab a YouTube beat, make that shit a fucking hit. It has to be a hit.
And shit,
It has to
understand
be
what
a
you're
hit.
paying for because I remember when I was younger, truthfully, and I used to shop on YouTube, and it was a producer I had a conversation with, and he wanted $1,000 for the exclusive clearance. No, bro, I ain't gonna say bro name, but bro is now a very established producer. You know what I'm saying? One of the motherfuckers from the SoundClick days that went to YouTube and then built up.
Right.
But point being, the first question I asked on some business shit, does that come with the sample clearances? Because also as an artist, you gotta understand now you just bought the exclusive to that beat. Did this producer go get all those samples cleared? Because if he didn't, to
You
the
didn't
same
get-
shit you're still saying.
That's not
You
exclusive.
paid $1,000 to him.
It's not
And
exclusive.
guess what? You nor him own them fucking samples,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that's not
Who
exclusive.
paid the person who owned the fucking song? Actual the samples. So now you paid him his bread.
That's not
But
exclusive.
it was on you to go do the business and get the samples cleared. So now as an artist, you didn't know that. You thought because you paid all this money for this beat, this is yours. And now the shit actually do something, and your shit's getting pulled the fuck down because you got no sample clearances.
That's facts. On the flip, though, if you look at like Juice WRLD's like Lucid Dream situation, he profited so much after not getting sample clearance, he was able to pay it back and still sit on millions. So I mean, like, it's the flip. Like, do you really believe in yourself to make that money back from that song that you're not getting 100% clearance on, or do
Right.
you just cop out?
Silento. Like,
You
nigga.
gotta have them
Like, if
motherfuckers
you're
in your
hot shit, you're
team,
hot
man.
shit, you're gonna
Nigga.
keep
You
popping.
gotta have them people in your team. I was watching this podcast the other day, and MC Search was in it, and he was saying when he was part of Nas camp, that's all.
Drink champs?
I believe it was. He said he was like when he was part of Nas camp, that was his job. Everybody was like, I mean, all the credit they gave him for being a part of Nas camp. He was like, my job was literally just to get samples cleared, nothing else. I didn't write music. I didn't
It's
do
a tough
shit.
job.
My job
It's a tough
was
job.
literally to get samples cleared. He said, as soon as the motherfucker said this was the beat, he be in the studio writing to this shit. I'm going to go get that motherfucker sample clear right then and there. You know what I mean? Because we know this is one we about to go do it. And I'm just listening to that shit like, who got one of them in their camp? It's your job. Go get this shit cleared.
I definitely
Go get that shit
don't.
cleared.
I mean, that's
Go get that shit cleared.
So
You know what I mean?
huge.
That's bro whole job. Go
So
get this shit
huge.
cleared. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got to worry about it because bro do all of that shit. He get everything fucking cleared. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
it's intelligent as hell. And the same shit is like, that's motherfuckers teach you the game for free. Same shit you were saying before. You know what I mean? That's people passing on knowledge. Like, all right.
Oh, hold up.
I would say
This guy came in like fucking Blue Streak.
Damn, nigga.
I would say that's a benefit to working with DK. Like he always makes sure that samples are cleared no matter what, even if we don't use the beat. Like if he's just making shit on the side, like he
Y'all
already
hide it really good because it don't even sound like y'all be using samples.
No cap.
appreciate that. Yeah, no, he does his best to like chop it up and make sure that like you can't recognize
And
us.
that's how
what
it's
you're
supposed
supposed
to
to
do.
do.
That's
Right.
yeah.
Right, you're not supposed to just
This
pull it
whole
off
shit
like
with
that. It's
motherfuckers,
lazy.
you hearing the DJ Khaled album, and I'm like, damn, all of these reuse. He heard his name and shit. Motherfuckers say, yeah, y'all talk about me. I mean, you hearing the DJ Khaled album, and you hear all these reused samples,
So what
and
y'all
they're
felt
so
about that? Fuck it,
noticeable.
we already on the topic. How y'all felt about that album?
What what you talking about?
Initially, for me, with
Khaled?
Khaled shit, initially for me, it was just too much reused samples through the whole project. You know what I
I hate to
mean?
be
Like,
ignorant here, but I've just been in the studio. I haven't even gotten to check it.
I respect that.
I still ain't listened to that.
I respect that more than anything
I
else.
just clicked on it today,
Damn, today.
but I haven't. The only thing I listened to, sorry, not sorry.
Oh, I respect that. I respect that.
But at the same time, I just like his whole album. I just realized on Apple Music, his shit is moving. I don't see nobody else's album move.
What is going up?
No, like the actual picture is moving.
Yeah, I want to know how you can do that.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I can't do.
Yo, I
can't show
did
you-
peep that.
Yeah, that shit fire.
Like he's.
They got a little
praising
graphic
and he's
motion
moving
thingies
very
on
Even
Apple.
on like Apple Music. Like
Yeah,
fast.
pull it up
It's
right
a
now.
motion.
You can
No,
see
it's
it.
right now. Like, no,
I'm on the bullshit.
Gotta figure out.
Everybody,
No
everybody
bullshit.
pulling this
No.
up right now. Nah,
I
that shit was
already
dope. I
already
did
told
peep
Malcolm.
that.
I was like, yo, we gotta figure out how to do that shit.
I'm going to figure this shit out tonight.
That's how stupid that shit is. I fucking
See,
peeped that,
look.
but didn't listen to it.
Yo.
That shit's
Show
stupid.
Kudo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's stupid.
No shit.
How
Where
I
did-
ain't
where-
noticed that?
Crazy.
You ain't listened to it, but you noticed the
Yeah, I
aesthetic.
did.
bro.
I ain't
I
listened
did.
to none of the songs but one, but I noticed the
And
aesthetic.
that ties
I
back
did.
in that. It
I
doesn't. It
did.
doesn't matter about the music. Like if shit catches your
That's
eye,
the
like
point.
people are gonna look
That's the
at
whole point of it. Don't matter about the music. I ain't listened to none of the project, but this shit caught my eye. and
Yeah, it
died.
did.
Right.
I heard the whole shit, and that did not. I did not.
Where'd,
say that.
where'd your name come from?
What?
Kudo.
It's my last name. I'm Japanese.
For real?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
You
I
Japa
wouldn't
who?
have known that for shit.
You Japa who?
Japanese.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandfather's straight out of Japan. I want to say he's the 12th best judo master in the world, sparred with Putin.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Yeah.
That is swearing in Japan.
Probably.
What?
Shishi ni.
You guys did the Chinese dirty way.
Nah, for sure. If you know any history,
Yeah, the Japs.
Yeah.
Is that? I'm a military man.
Right.
I'm like, this is. I didn't even mean.
I mean,
When the nigga say the Japs.
What?
Damn,
That was fucked
bro.
up.
This just sound like
That
some
shit-
crazy shit about
That
to come
shit
out.
hit me as soon as I said that shit. I was like, damn.
folks
I
are
didn't-
too
I
sensitive.
didn't-
Like, obviously, in context, like I can tell that like there's no hateful intent. Like, especially on social media, like people just get like too hyped up about that. You can't get caught up in shit like that.
Yeah, but you guys still did the Chinese really dirty. So yeah.
So
so-
the American did Japanese dirty.
yeah, look at
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at history, especially
Everyone did everyone dirty.
yeah.
during the
Wow.
during the Second
That's
World
a fact.
War. The Japanese would go to China, burn down villages, rape the women, kill the men. Like,
And I don't understand. I don't even
bad.
understand because how small it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
They had straight thugs out there, bro.
Yeah, them niggas didn't give a fuck.
Thugs. They was training
They didn't give a
thugs.
fuck.
Hell yeah.
You been to Japan?
No, I'd love to. I got hella family out there I never met that I'd love to meet.
That's crazy.
Yo, when you go, let me go.
Bet.
Nigga, you be a star.
Fuck the buzz.
You be a star.
I'm slanging
Right,
bang.
you can show up there with your little jewelry. They be like, "Who that?"
When the
I
rap money
know,
pop
right.
up, I'll pay for your flight.
Oh shit, y'all heard it here first. I'm going for free.
He said he got rap money planned. So what you doing this year? What you got planned?
Right, 2021 sounds marvelous.
I mean, I
Podcast.
dropped
Inappropriality
two
in Japan.
EPs, an album on my third interview now, dropping my second album this year. I still have 4 EPs planned and a solo album at the end of the year. That's not including any other projects I decide to take up in the next 6 months.
Yo, facts. You dropped in 2020, so COVID really wasn't a problem for you. You was like, fuck this. I'm still gonna make music, still gonna create. Or was it an issue and you just still pushed through it?
Pre-COVID, I was popping out every single night, like not really focused on anything. Once COVID hit, I was in the studio every single night. Like I stopped drinking, like kind of slowed down on smoking, and really just started working and focusing on what I wanted to do because like people just like panicked and started saying like, well, this is it for life.
Yeah.
Like you're either doing what you're doing or like this is it.
That's
So,
what it was, really.
I really had to hone in on what I wanted to do.
You've seen that's an absolute fact because you've seen people either elevate what they were doing or stop doing what they were doing, or their relationships elevated. Or
It was
their
either real
relationships
good or
ended.
real bad for you.
Like it was yeah, literally with everything. It's just crazy. So did y'all see this shit with Pop Smoke? So you said Pop Smoke earlier.
Hella sad.
Somebody said Pop Smoke earlier. I could have sworn somebody said that shit, but. Supposedly, we'll see what this trial is like, but supposedly a 15-year-old killed him. Like that shit is insane.
And they amped up a little kid to do this shit.
A 15-year-old, 15 years old, man. That's that social media shit.
I heard that nigga got beat down in the shower type shit. Like,
Who, the kid?
No, he
Nah,
was taking a
Pop
shower
Smoke.
when they came in.
Don't say that. That's my greatest fear.
He was taking a shower.
He got
He
shot
was
in the
taking a
shower.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
my greatest fucking
But he-
fear
I read-
in the world.
He fought back.
That's,
he fought
that's
back.
somebody breaking your crib and you in
Nah,
the
he
shower.
did.
Yeah.
He did fight back. Like from what I read from. I'm
Damn,
paraphrasing. He was
Some
in a
movie
shower.
shit. No,
A couple
bro.
people like went to the second floor. I assume they
This
fucking
ain't no was a setup.
scaled a balcony.
That's genuine how you know it
They
was a setup.
fucking went into
Catch a nigga in the shower.
Yeah.
OT. This is the
they-
definition of a
They
fucking
stuck up a girl that
And they
was in
still
there.
had niggas in the house, right? The girl didn't get stuck up. My nigga, she made it.
Nah, they
somebody
put
made a call.
they put a gun to her.
Yeah,
Put
but
a gun.
somebody
put
made
a
the
gun-
call.
Put a
Somebody
gun
made
to
the
Even
her.
at that rate, if you're looking into it like that,
But
do
not-
you really think this
early
15-year-old shot the
reports-
kid, or are they
early
just pinning on
reports-
somebody who's gonna get an easier bid than somebody
Early
who's over
reports, it
18?
was after the bread because he had just posted mad
Nah,
shit.
these little kids was wild. I believe the 15-year-old.
I
really
mean,
ran up
youngins
in
get
there.
wild for sure, but I
it was
mean,
probably
I don't know.
no brothers.
That shit is insane, man.
It's probably that girl, no brothers, no boys.
15,
Niggas is
nigga.
sick.
I would, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a fact either. Like you can't put shit past
And
nobody.
they said it wasn't even over cloud; it was over the Rolex, which they only got 2K for.
Yeah, I seen that shit too. I seen that shit too. It's like that fucking watch was way more than 2K. I bet.
It's bust down.
Nigga, come on, man.
Bust down is worthless. Any motherfucker who get jury know that.
Why?
Once you start
once you start
customizing that shit, it is worthless.
Not
A
if you
plain
have diamonds.
A plain
Diamond-
Every time you customize
Nah, at least
any
for Rolex.
fucking
At least for
hear-
Rolex,
high-end
for sure.
piece
y'all
of
niggas
jewelry, it depreciates value, bro.
If y'all
I got a
niggas hear-
$6,000 Breitling watch
If
sitting
y'all
in my
niggas
fucking
hear
drawer,
jewelers
bro.
talk, they always say don't. If it's watches,
Don't put shit on
watches
it.
in particular. I'm not taking away from the situation. I'm just saying jewelers in particular. When they talk about watches, they say don't get no watches with no crazy diamonds in it. Get straight gold.
You get a plain Jane. Keep it plain Jane.
They always are.
Well, if you
that's
get
the
too many
only
in the
point
face,
that
it
I'm
fucks up the
making.
watch.
As soon
That
as
is the
you
only
start
point that I'm
adding
making.
shit to it, it becomes worthless. Even though you're making it kind of more high price by putting extra materials into it, it's becoming worthless
The
because
diamonds
someone
don't mean
has to
shit,
specifically
is the
want
point.
that exact way you just customized it.
Exactly. That's why it's so dope because it's yours though. It's like,
Exactly.
It's Gunners. If somebody's gonna be like, yo, I want a two-tone
It's about the
watch,
respect.
I'm gonna call up Gunners. Gunners gonna sell it for his price. Obviously, you can't sell it to the jewelry store.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're gonna be like, yo,
Yeah, sell it to the
I can't take it
streets.
for that price.
But 2K, you could have got way more than 2K.
In the streets.
You could have got way
In
more
the
than
streets.
2K.
That's
That's
it.
15-year-old. You fucking with young ass
Or be
niggas.
smart, nigga. Pop out every fucking diamond, nigga. Go sell them shits here, nigga. Then go get this shit melted down here, nigga. Oh, you better break that bitch down, brother. What you gotta do?
Y'all have any thoughts on Logan Paul versus Mayweather?
I'm betting on Logan Paul.
What?
Absolutely.
You're betting on Logan Paul?
All respect to Mayweather. You look at this dude who's got 6 inches in height, over 30 pounds on him. and
Logan
like
Paul.
6 inches in reach. 100%. You want to put money on it?
You really want money?
Huh?
Just losing money though.
You want to put money on it?
See, you doubting yourself.
I'm not doubting shit.
I'm not doubting nothing.
So put
Like
money up.
granted, Mayweather has not stopped training since he retired. Like, is one of the greatest fighters like ever. You're pinning him up against somebody who's just like so much.
We're not talking
bigger
about
than
Jake
him.
Paul. We're talking about Logan Paul.
They're both big
Jake-
guys, and they've both been training in boxing for 3 years at least.
And Mayweather is the greatest defensive fighter of all time. He's winning. He's beating both of them.
Same time on
I-
some
and
Jackie
I
Chan
totally-
shit. On some
I totally
Blackie
have
Chan
a
shit.
different-
No,
There's
bro.
no
The
reason why
fact
you
that
should
we're
think
even
otherwise.
talking about this is
There's
crazy.
no reason why you
like,
should think otherwise, but like the way I see it, like
This is real.
This is a Triller fight. This isn't a regular fight. It's an exhibition fight. They're both in there to make money. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised if Mayweather might flip his career for a really, really pretty paycheck. That's not surprising. He's a man. He has money.
Mayweather has been
Floyd
winning.
do not need
Mayweather
money.
has been winning.
Floyd don't need money, and Floyd don't take losses for no
He's
financial
been
gain.
winning
Yeah,
for
but
that amount of money.
This is a retired fighter doing an exhibition fight. Like,
You watch that face off?
The same guy who fucking fought
absolutely.
Connor.
Absolutely. You don't
For
think
that
that's
price.
just all a stunt?
And he had
Yo, the way he
people
snatched that
on
hat
the
off his
list that
head.
wanted to fight
He's
him when he
wild.
fought
Jake
Connor.
Paul's a marketing
Yeah,
genius.
people on the
like,
list who want to fight him.
Like, despite how you
Boxers
feel about
who
him
want to
aside,
fight
like,
him,
he
you know what I
made so
mean?
much money on that last fight. They
Floyd knows
grossed
exactly what he's doing. He's been
so
picking
much.
fights his entire career, man.
No career.
He's been picking fights his entire career.
I hope he wins and makes me look silly. but
Hope,
I made money off of Jake. I'm gonna make money off of Logan.
Ooh.
not this one.
But
See and
I
find
just heard
out.
Logan just lost or something like that.
Huh?
Did Logan's fight happen? Logan
He fought another YouTuber, right? Who fought? Yeah, he fought another
KSI.
YouTuber. Yeah.
KSI.
I don't even know who that is. Who the fuck is that? That's like Gangnam Style dude? No, it's not. I'm just fucking around. I know it's not. He's a whole nigga who he fought. But it just sounds close enough. But nah. Floyd's beating both those guys, man. It's not even fair. I wouldn't take your money.
I mean, that's just like that's the easy pick because you see the reputation. But I mean, it's like I genuinely think there's going to be an upset, especially for like what's going on, how it's being marketed. It's just like I don't know. It's a little too weird.
If
It's a
there
little too weird.
was an upset, it is scripted to the fullest.
And if people bet on a scripted fight, they are so stupid. They are so stupid. So if you think it's scripted by any means, please don't put money on it. But that's exactly
I
why
don't think
I'm
it's
confident in my
scripted,
bet.
and I don't think neither one of them could be Floyd.
You should know something's going on when Floyd has hair on his head. Like, come on, this is not normal. This is not normal. Something's going on. He's right.
Yeah, cornrows or some shit.
No, he
Nah.
just had hair, and
Little
he.
Caesar look. Balls, he had the Caesar.
This nigga had patches in his beard. This nigga looked like fucking Django.
Had hair up
Somebody's
here, yeah.
fucking grandpa.
And as an old head, he about to just whoop this little nigga's ass. It's like that.
It's gonna be crazy if he does, and it's gonna be even crazier if he doesn't.
Nah, it's gonna be over if he doesn't. Like, that's crazy.
Over for what? He's a retired boxer sitting on millions.
He's fine. Would you have sex with the person you lost your virginity to?
Nah.
Yo, Carla's face! Yo, Carla's face! I wish y'all see that shit! Yo.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Who's next?
Go, go, go!
Y'all got an answer?
Carla hates that nigga. Nigga, what did you do? Oh my God.
She said, fuck you with an AIDS dick.
Yo, nigga.
You a sorry motherfucker. She said she hope you get hit by a bus.
Yo, twice.
Sheesh.
Said she never let you
You get
sniff.
that ivory
She said you
treatment.
can't even get the sniff and scratch
That
again.
ivory treatment, nigga, get your hair burned to the fucking scalp, get thrown out a window, ran over by a bus.
You stupid.
Yo. Nah, I wouldn't. I don't even know if she alive.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what's going on.
I haven't
Like,
seen this girl for years, yo. I don't even know. I haven't even know if she exists. I don't even know if she exists
For
anymore.
sure.
She might be a whole nigga now.
Probably. y'all know it's 2021.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's CWD.
CWD. WD.
No.
like,
Shit came
No.
full circle.
Oh, man.
Michael, remember me?
Yeah. Yo.
Oh my God.
Oh shit!
Yo, thanks. Now it's literally like, oh, no. How you doing, sir? Am I supposed to say, sir, ma'am? I'm sorry.
Oh, nigga and shit. More facial hair than you, but.
Ow.
Cancelled for
It's
sure.
a wook.
Yeah, no bullshit. We just got fucking kids.
Yeah.
Yo, so
Kicking us
back
off.
to Childish Gambino about being canceled. He said something about TV and film and the reason why
Being
people,
boring.
yeah, the TV and film is boring now because people are afraid of getting canceled, and I absolutely agree.
It's the truth.
Which is why I don't give a fuck on inappropriality, yo. We gonna say what the fuck we gonna say, man. Comedy is comedy, man. You either gonna laugh, you either gonna not. You gotta
Click the next
agree.
link.
You gonna, man, fuck it, yo. Who cares, man?
Go
Who
click the
cares,
video
man?
under this one.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. It's comedy, man.
Respect.
Either enjoy it or not. Keep it pushing.
Them PPP loans.
Bow, bow,
Yeah.
bow. I'm still waiting for my shit to hit, man. They just need to stop playing.
I was thinking, I'm like, why we didn't do it for
Send it
inappropriality?
over.
We was going to, but I was afraid this was gonna happen to everybody, and I was
Yeah,
I was
and
waiting. I was waiting for it.
The
you know what I
crazy
mean?
thing is, it's public records.
I wouldn't give a fuck about it being
Holla
public.
at
I don't
me.
give a fuck, but that's because it's legit. We got a legit business going.
You know what I'm saying?
These people out here who really don't got legit businesses,
I'm
they
like,
take
oh,
that
look at
PPP.
this person. Oh, 20 bands. Oh, shit. Okay.
And them niggas.
Oh, 20
I got-
bands? Oh, I'm like, damn, we should have did it for the
Me
podcast.
want to look at my account now, see that bitch hit.
This is nigga stupid.
Shit.
Niggas be making up any goddamn business. Lean bears by fucking. Nigga.
Linda, honey.
Sure. Got approved for $100, and what the
I
fuck?
know, nigga.
Slinging
What the
dang.
fuck? How you get that? And make it 25 cents a cup? That shit don't make no sense.
Talk about it's for
They needed
payroll.
new deep freezers and
Yo,
concentrates.
talking about that, I think there was a restaurant owner in Boston that he said that basically he got a loan and basically bought like a farm.
Oh yeah,
You
I
heard
did
about
see
that?
shit.
Mhm,
It was
mhm.
a couple mil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
You got a couple million.
Talking about he 50 employees, he only had like 6.
It was something. It was an outrageous number. It was an
So
outrageous
he
number.
dry
I could be
snitched on
OD.
himself? That's what y'all saying?
I could be ODing.
So y'all saying he dry snitched on himself and told that the government sent him this extra
This thing
money?
about cars and all types
Yeah, bought
of
a
shit.
farm, like
So nobody was dry snitching on him. He was dry snitching.
Yeah.
You can't feel bad.
had to be.
You can't feel
He
bad.
can't.
That shit was scripted. It's a hoax.
Yo, I'm meaning to ask. I meant to ask you like a half hour ago, damn near. How the fuck did you link with all the people that you linked with? Like it's on your
'Cause
project.
you have a whole nother. I don't know if they know, but you have like a whole nother like musical past. You want to talk about that? If you don't want to talk about it,
Yeah,
you
go
don't got to
ahead.
talk about
Yeah,
it.
I'll touch on that before I answer that. I'll probably just have to ask again. I mean, I guess it's
You don't even have to get into much details, but I feel before you even start, I feel like now as a solo artist, you like on some like whole nother crazy ass level.
I like the Slash project a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was easy to establish a lot of the relationships I have now when you're making music for 2 to 3 years under a group. So it's like a lot easier to meet people when you have like 2 of your best friends next to you, like the whole entire time. Like you don't really have like any anxiety like talking to anybody new. But I mean, at this point, it's just like I have all the confidence in the world to just hit someone up and be like, I like your product, do you like mine? Let's work. And it just ends up working 100% of the time as of late, anyways.
Yeah, cause he's a feature on one of Apostle Chris's song, and I heard the little snippet the other day. Shit's on dope. So.
Oh, what he just put up yesterday?
Mhm.
That's actually for the album coming out in like a month.
It's on your shit.
Yeah, him.
Oh, word.
Him and So are hopping on the same track
Yeah.
for me, so it's like a Slime World feature on one of my tracks.
Oh, word.
I mean, I figured I had this
Sounds
EP.
dope.
I wanted to turn it into an album because like I put up an Instagram poll. People said that like they would rather wait longer for more content. So I was like, you know what? Why not take this opportunity to bring together who I've been working with as of late and just put them on one project and move past it real quick.
Mhm.
So
You
I
answered my question from earlier. If you listen to your fans now, you feed your fans now, because that's exactly what the hell you did, instead of just thinking about what you want, being selfish. Because this is another conversation we have on the podcast, or even outside of the podcast, where artists think like a certain single, like, oh, this is it, because they genuinely love
Sound like
that
him
fucking
right now.
song.
That's you.
It's a
Word.
two-part song.
Because they genuinely love that song, but your fans and the numbers will show, nah, yo, this one over here is it. Like, make a video to this. Keep pushing this song instead. Do you pay attention to that? Do you pay attention to the numbers?
100%. I mean,
Yeah, we
I feel like I
definitely
interact with
know
a lot of
over
my
here,
fans
for sure.
well enough to like know exactly what they want, at least at this point, because like my fan base is so small. I'm sure it's going to become a little more difficult like as I grow, but right now I feel like I know exactly what the people around me want, and I know exactly what I want to execute, so shit's just super easy.
Mamas. Feed the fans, man.
100%.
Feed the
100%.
fucking
'Cause
fans.
you're not anything without your fans.
Come on now.
They fucking pay your bills, man.
Like, I'm sure there's people that are 100 times better than me, but because of the fact that they can't talk to people as good as I can, they can't market themselves as well as I can, and it literally doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter.
Even if they did that to a certain extent, to their par, or even better, it wouldn't matter, because music is for everybody. It's subjective as fuck. Their fans may not be your fans. You can do you could do equal amount of work, and this fucking group of people will never hear your shit, but your fans fucking will. So it won't matter, man. Just keep feeding your fans, keep working.
100%. And it's exactly that thought as to what pushes me to like reach out to people and just start working, because it's like there's this other artist that has a whole other group of fans that would never hear your music otherwise unless you work with them. Like me working with Pasto and Sosa, like I definitely don't have the same audience as they do, but like now that we're working together, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up having the same audience together, because we're already planning on working on a hell of a lot more stuff because of that song.
I like the high energy shit that Pasto put out too. I like that's same shit with 24 Carats. I like that shit. So I could see that energy being matched.
I'm all for high energy because like I've been saying, the music doesn't matter, it's how you show yourself. Like people feel the energy, they see the energy, especially when you're performing live. It matters. It matters. Like not to say that nobody wants to hear a mumble rapper, but like people that like really put their oomph
Shit,
into the
I
music.
don't want to hear mumble rapper for shit.
Hey, sometimes mumble rap is alright, you know?
Nigga, I don't.
When you're just trying to chill, when you're just trying to chill and smoke, you know?
When? I don't never want to hear that shit.
Really?
Never. I don't like none of them rappers.
Fair.
He listen to Young Thug.
No, I don't.
Wait, you don't listen to Young Thug?
Just 2 podcasts ago, I was saying I still don't understand this nigga.
Really? You don't understand Young Thug?
I don't care to
That's
listen.
wild.
I don't care to understand him.
Do you know how crazy that sounds?
No.
He's influenced so many people.
Not moi.
So many people.
That nigga is trash.
Oh my God.
What words, nigga? Enunciate. We would on the way here. Another conversation we was having about New England artists and New England people, period, and how we talk and how we perceive things. And it's just like, if I genuinely don't know, I'm not even gonna bother gonna try to take that in. I'm not interested at all in Young Thug or what he has to offer. I don't even. I'm not.
Do you
interested
at
in his
least
music.
respect it or no?
I do like some of his cadences. Matter of fact, I like a lot of his cadences. I think they're unique as hell.
I mean, I would say that's
Even
what
though
makes him
I don't
great,
even know what the
fact that
fuck he be
knows
saying.
exactly how the cadence should be, no matter what he says. I think that's like one of the very big parts of him that people love about him.
Yeah.
Like he will always fit because he knows exactly what he's supposed to sound like on a track.
At the time that he popped, it was very unique.
100%.
His
I
sound
hated
was
him when he
very
first came out.
unique, and I still hate him today.
I love him. I love him now. I hated him when he first came out, but I love him now. Love him now.
This is why music. That's why I love music. It's subjective as hell. We can have these debates over and over and over again with any type of artist. Some people think Jay-Z are trash, and you look at them like these stupid. Well, I do at least.
For damn sure.
I'd say he has my respect, but like I didn't grow up with him, so like I.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, see,
So like I definitely don't look at him the same way that you do.
Even with shit like that, damn, you're 22, you're mad young as fuck. But even with that comes to a part of it too. Shout out Des. She was in here last week when she said, I've been listening to Meek Mill since I was in the 6th grade. I was like,
No shit.
God, I was like,
That's
damn, yo, that shit dates the fuck out of a nigga, like, cause Meek's our age. His birthday was what, last week? He just turned, just had a birthday. Shout out Meek, nigga, stay off Twitter, nigga. Fuck.
Really be going for that shit.
But I got this shit highlighted. Billboard just is about to name or did name Drake artist of the decade. Do you guys agree? I don't think there's any dispute.
Hands down.
Yeah, Drake definitely had the last 10 years, huh?
He's genuinely the greatest artist to ever grace a microphone. And you can argue that, but the numbers prove it. Sorry if you're mad.
Greatest rapper?
Whether he's a rapper, artist, I mean, like...
Nah, we still got Michael Jackson, Prince, Celine Dion. Shall I go on? Mark Anthony done even did shit more Hispanic shit. We talking rappers, not because he said artists. There's been a lot of artists that done did a lot of worldly
to say that
numbers.
he's the most culturally impactful, I think would be a reach.
It's still been a Michael Jackson.
But when you're talking
Well,
numbers...
they talk about a decade, so they can say Drake.
No, he said of all time. So he
when
wasn't
you're
just
talking
saying
numbers,
a decade.
I mean, unless you're talking live show tickets, Mike's got him. But like otherwise, does he compete when it comes to streaming? I don't think so.
But streaming wasn't
But
shit.
you said numbers. Numbers and streaming, two different things. Streaming gets calculated as numbers, the actual numbers.
This is a conversation.
But
I asked this
Mike
question.
did numbers. Mike got those worldly numbers.
I asked this question not too long ago about independent artists. About who do you think? Not even about artists that are famous. Who do you think would be around today if you actually physically had to sell CDs in today's world? And I don't think Drake would have had a 10-year run of selling
Drake would've.
selling CDs
think
this
Drake
way.
would've.
I don't think he would have. I think it would have
Drake's
felt.
artistry
I think
to
it would
the
have felt.
same-
I think it would
to
have
the-
felt a little short.
To
It
the
would have been
same
long.
reason
but
that
I think
Drake
it would've
is
felt a
in
little
the
short.
conversation of being a GOAT, Drake would have been Drake no matter what. Drake would have been Drake.
Because he has
think-
like 20 years of
yeah.
content.
Drake would have been
He would be
Drake.
good for
That's
something.
no,
I think Nicki Minaj would be somebody who would have been selling CDs today.
She's from New York.
100%.
Oh, I think she dropping on Friday.
Friday drops.
And
Ah.
when I went on the Shade Room and I read the little comments because they reposted a picture that she posted. Yo, the Barbs, they mentally ill, bro.
I fucking hate.
Yo, that fan base is mentally ill. They really think like she's the nicest female rapper of all time, and it's sickening, bro. Like,
I thought you were talking about this Croc shit because I hate trends. I hate
No.
trends. I can't. Yes, sir. Nigga, put them dirty shits down, nigga. Don't put up fucking. Nigga, you got Pinto Crocs and them shit. You bought them white.
because she had Crocs on.
Nigga, like.
She had Crocs on the
Nigga,
picture,
like no.
and the Croc sales went crazy.
She broke the website. Like
That's lit.
she
I
broke.
mean, I believe it.
She better-
One
She
of
better
the
get her
most
management on the
influential
phone.
artists of all time. What the fuck is you talking about? Whether you like her or
on
not.
Nicki. This isn't a knock on Nicki. This is a knock on all the followers, on everybody that's so quick to, oh, this person did this, so I'm gonna do this too. Like that shit is corny as fuck to me. That shit is corny as fuck to me. That shit is so whack to me.
That's the hip hop
That
culture.
shit is so whack to me. That shit is so whack.
That's
No, it's
the
not. That is
definition.
not the hip hop culture. The hip hop culture, when it first fucking started, was
Yeah.
uniqueness. No rapper started with nothing. No rapper ever sounded like nothing. Now today, hip hop, everything sounded. Everything.
It's not just
pretty
about
much
the sound though.
but it's graffiti.
I think that's
everything,
I think
dance,
that's,
everything.
That's
It's
not
all of
true
it.
because when you watch
All of
these
it. You're
hip hop documentaries, what's one of the things they always say? Oh, there was a lot of people sounding like us, but I don't. When people say,
But
like,
they got clowned. They got clowned for sounding
Some
like
niggas-
somebody.
Some niggas got that record on first.
Man, please,
and they
yo,
sound
yo,
like
what?
somebody else who actually in the hood who had that sound.
If Chingy came out right now, Chingy would probably have a career. But Chingy came out sounding like who? And what the fuck did we do to Chingy?
right,
Everybody sound like everybody right now.
right there.
This
right
nigga brought
there.
out Ching-a-ling.
Come on, man.
But I love it.
That nigga
Come
brought
on,
out-
it's literally that. Everybody sound like everybody in today's today's fucking world.
but to your point though,
Well, the majority of people sound like.
you go
I
back
wouldn't
to
say
the
everybody.
hip hop, back to the croc shit. You go back to back in the day to your exact point though. Everybody was doing graffiti. Everybody was wearing the gazelles. Everybody had the four ring.
Adidas,
Everybody had the
Nike.
four ring.
Right,
You know what I mean?
jewelry.
The style was the hip hop culture is hip hop. That's my point. The
Dapper
culture
Dan,
is
like,
everybody
fun.
doing this, walking this way, talking this way. That's the culture. That's the definition of you being a part of the culture or doing something that's in the culture. Now you transcending the culture, creating different shit creatively for the culture. That's a whole different thing. But the culture is influential people in the culture telling you what's hot.
I understand
And
what you're
everybody
saying.
doing that.
I get it.
Everybody was rocking gazelles back in the day. It wasn't
Everybody
1-2,
was
nigga.
my-
Everybody was, nigga.
Adidas,
Everybody
like-
had Adidas on. That 1-2, nigga.
I
That was the
get it.
style. That
I
was the
get it.
culture, nigga. So the same way Crocs was selling out, them bitches was selling out too.
Backwards jerseys.
Shell toes was
nigga.
cheap as fuck now. I mean, Shell toes was fucking the new Jordans back in the
That's
day.
my favorite shoe
Shit's
all
cheap
time.
as fuck now.
Really?
Yeah, shell toe.
Look at your face. Look at his face when you just said that.
Those are my.
Classics, but it's like
Nigga, that was a
Classic.
whole fucking the
Look
best
at
shoe
my
ever
age
at a
and
point
your
in time,
age.
nigga.
That's
There was
what
no
I'm
shoe
saying.
better than that at a point in time.
like
That's it's the age. It's age shit. It's exactly. I like classic shit though. Like
He's a classic, man.
shut up. My little brother looked just like Jadena ass. My youngest brother.
You do.
He looked just like that nigga. Red hair, all that shit. That nigga don't get. Shout out Nate.
Yeah, his little baby. She's so cute.
No bullshit.
Yeah. Aw.
He said,
Niggas and kids. You want babies? You want children one day? You got
for
kids
sure,
now?
For sure, one day. Not today. Not today though.
A little cool.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to live in the studio every day for like the next 10 years at least.
Sheesh McGeesh. 10
love
years?
I love it.
Every day?
I love it. I mean, even if it's like, whether you're trying to work, you're trying to have fun, whether it's like therapeutic, whether you're just in the room with people that you like being with, like music is great. Like you communicate with people you would never talk to on the street otherwise because of music. I
You
love
ain't
it
bullshit. You ain't bullshit. But every day? 10 years?
every day.
You couldn't pay me.
You lying, man.
Every day?
I mean,
What?
that's
I could
exactly
coach. I
what-
could coach rest. I could be on the mat. That is my zen.
Yeah,
That is
I'm
my
sliding.
zen.
I'm
See,
gonna
and
keep my phone here.
That conversation of you couldn't pay me is that's what makes me want to strive for getting signed. Like the fact that I'm willing to get paid.
So you want to get signed? You don't want to stay independent?
Hell no, because I know that I could
Talk
pump out
that
8
talk.
albums even if I don't love the topic. I'll give
Talk
you
that
8
talk.
albums. Give me a
Workhorse.
mil. Give me 2 mil. Give me 3 mil.
Talk
I'll
that
give you
fucking
more.
talk.
Like,
As long as you know what
ready
you're
to
doing
write
with
every
it.
single day. Yeah, just communicate with me. I mean, that's what makes a great relationship. As long as you can have like 100% transparent communication.
What would you say about Joyner?
He the GOAT?
About his contract? About him being a
Oh,
teenager?
he said that first one when he was a teenager was some shitty shit. He took it for a couple of mil. And then at the end of the day, only shit he walked out with was like 60,000. Even though it was a couple of million on the table, but after everybody got paid, his shit he actually touched was 60,000. He was like, by the time he went independent, but it was more or less based on what you already doing. You know what I mean? Like if you come into a label and they're paying for your studios, they're paying for your engineers, they're building your sound, they're building your look, they're building your fan base. All that shit costs. All that shit costs. It costs.
And
you
I
know
mean,
what I'm saying?
he got
If you
all that
walking
money
in
and
with
walked
all
away with
that
60K.
shit.
Like he got all that money to build himself and 60K. Where I come from, like I'd be lucky to see 60K in 3 years. Like at that rate, I'm still winning taking that shitty deal. So like, please give me that shitty deal. I'll work it better than anybody else who give it to. Like I'm ready.
That boy hungry, yeah. He hungry.
Do chicks with cleft lips give better head?
Never had it done.
Wow.
Can't say I had it done either.
Me neither.
But we're going to assume.
You wouldn't ask that about it. You wouldn't ask that.
He's fucking.
It's a question that just really came to
It really
random one
came?
day. I was just like, I wonder.
It really came, huh? Mm-hmm. And I wonder.
Nobody knows this. Nobody knows this answer.
Never.
Damn,
I would assume yes. I mean,
Yeah.
and you might have to go like on a porn site and put in a search.
Nah,
That's
yo, that's
probably a
a
whole
crazy
shit.
search.
Oh
That's a
my
crazy
God.
search.
I think it
I
would've
can't
been
have
more
that
than
amongst
ever.
my filth.
Nah, I can't.
I can't have that amongst my filth. I
Yo,
can't.
that is a.
can't.
I
That's-
promise you, that's a
that's OD.
search. I promise you. Yo, everything's a goddamn search. On
Everything,
Pornhub.
nigga.
Like the fuck.
Search Mac around Pornhub. No bullshit. Trying to go viral any means necessary. You heard me? I'm trying to get that money.
Shit,
I
you
mean,
have
hey,
your you have
that's
your music
how-
playing in the background.
That's how.
What's in the background, the front
XXXTentacion
ground,
blew
in
up.
ground?
Yo, Matt. Yo, he's done talked about it on the podcast before. How you discovered fucking new tracks on porn.
Oh, my nigga Masego. I said it. I bring this shit up all the time.
That's dope. That's dope.
So I'm watching this random ass porn, bro. Shorty going ham, brother. I'm like, yeah, on here.
yeah.
All here. You know what I mean? All here. Ta-down.
Okay, so is this like Bluetooth speaker in the video, or is this like music in the background?
Nah, I have no idea. You're doing the most. I was looking at the pussy. You're doing the most. I was looking at the pussy. I heard a dope song and it fucked me up. Like, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dick got soft and shit, and I'm just sitting there like, damn, I don't even want to look at the pussy no more. Oh, the fuck, I need another phone. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull my shit up. I need another phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get another phone. Let me think. I'm gonna act like I wash my hands. Let me, you know what I'm saying?
Act like that's terrible, nigga.
Oh,
What's
shit,
wrong
this
with you?
Masego. But no cap, though. That shit made me tune into Masego and then fucking keep listening to bro music. And I was like, yo, bro, really like that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga a musician, you know what I mean? So, same
That's
shit.
dope.
I mean, it's no wrong place your music could be placed. You know what I mean? Like,
I've seen
I know
clothing brands do
hood
lookbooks to,
niggas
like,
I grew
porn,
up
like,
with
shit's-
that never listen to rock and roll or never listen to alternative rock. But if you play a rock and roll or alternative rock song from one of the Maddens, this nigga know damn near word for word. Like, bro, I thought you never heard. Nigga, this song fucking Madden, nigga. What you mean, bro? I heard play this. Like, nigga would know the shit word for word, nigga. You don't listen to no rock. You don't listen to alternative rock. He know that song word for word based on the product it was placed on. And the hours this nigga done put into that product. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did wrestling introduce you to that type of shit, or was
New
it?
England. I lived in New
Word.
England.
Word.
I had a fear of death when I was a kid. My therapist subscribed me to listen to music when I was 8 years old. I listened to hours.
This the first time
upon
you ever said that shit
hours
to me in
upon
your life,
hours.
nigga. I never heard
upon
this shit
hours
before.
of fucking music when I was a fucking kid. All types of music at all
I ain't
times.
never heard this shit. This
At all times.
explains a lot. Nigga.
Yeah, man. That's why I fuck with death.
That's dope.
That's why I be talking to people when I'll be like weirded out sometimes when motherfuckers want to commit suicide. That should be weird to me. I respect everybody, however you feel, but the way my body's situated, that shit don't ever come in my head.
Nigga,
Like,
that
kill
shit-
me. I'd rather kill them. Every last one of them.
I know more
And it just be
Marines-
me standing,
I
nigga.
know-
Like, yo, fuck all of them. Everybody dies.
You've heard me say this multiple times, nigga. I know more Marines that killed themselves and more Marines that died in combat, nigga. Like this shit is insane.
wild thought
It's
right
just
there.
like
That
it's
shit
not
is
a
real.
thought, it's a fact. Like
shit is
I
real.
know,
Yeah.
it's
that shit's real.
Facts.
It's
Facts. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Motherfuckers see shit that you cannot be spoken to about or you can't explain or no one else. The people that are put in position to talk to you about it haven't lived that, haven't experienced that. So they genuinely can't talk to you about it.
Which is
The people who
why
have lived it and experienced it can't talk you through it.
I'm glad you said that you went to like therapy when you're younger, because I feel like a lot
I
of
had
people
to.
like aren't apt to like try to do that, especially when they're like fighting thoughts when they're younger, and it's like
yeah, I think
so many lives would be saved just like somebody just had somebody to talk to like that.
I mean,
therapy
I didn't
is
sleep
therapy,
for days
like,
with that
I think
shit. Like, I mean,
therapy-
you're a kid and you ain't sleeping for 3-4 fucking days. I mean, now your schooling is having an issue and shit like that. Your parent got to step that fucking, because the school about to step in and you about to get taken by the white people and you're going to be raised by some crackers. You know what I'm saying? So now this motherfucker, what's wrong with his ass? What's wrong with him? We going to get to the root of the shit. Boop, 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 boop. Bitch, I
Facts.
listen to some music. Listen to music. Every
the
time you
shit
get
with
those
therapy,
thoughts.
like it's absolutely important, and you need to understand what is therapeutic for you, because I know plenty of people who can't sit down and just talk to a stranger. Talk to somebody who doesn't. They're like, they don't understand. They don't da-da-da-da. Which is why in the military, when you do, this is for people who are in the military and veterans and stuff like that, to things that my experience, it felt better talking to another veteran. So if you're going to find a therapist, find a therapist that's also a veteran for the military people. But everybody else, therapy can be anything. Another thing that's very therapeutic for me is wrestling or being on the mat in jiu-jitsu, period. Because as soon as I get on the mat, I have no thoughts, no nothing but the task on hand. I don't know, your shit could be fucking chess, it could be music, it could be writing, it could be any fucking thing. So as long as you understand that side of it, attack that shit, because mental health is fucking very important, man.
It is so important to express and exert yourself, because if you don't, like, that shit builds up and something bad's bound to happen. Like, you have to let go of things. That's why people have vices. Like, you either express yourself or you use vices.
Like this Japanese man, one of your people, who had 35 women and told them, hey, look, this Japanese man, he told 35 different women.
Hey, look, boy, that Japanese man right here. Damn, Unc.
This is on his. This is my bad. This Jap was on his Macway shit.
This Jap. Yo, come on, Unc. Don't
This
put my
nigga-
name in no racist shit you talking about. Damn, Unc.
This story, I probably seen this shit like 3 weeks ago. He dated 35 different women and told each of them that he had a different birthday. So he was
he's
getting
the coolest nigga in the world.
Right, He was getting 35 gifts.
35 birthdays.
Until the government found out. Now he's
What
in
the fuck
jail.
the government got to do with this? What the fuck the government got to do with this?
And now he is in jail
Oh, nah.
for fraud.
Nah, we gotta do a petition for bro. We gotta boycott.
One of them
Fuck
called
that.
911
That ain't got
said,
shit to do with no government.
This dude's got too many birthday gifts coming.
Yo, that's
in.
the
Do
hardest shit I've
something
heard in my
about this?
life, yo.
Yeah, yo.
Where he live? What country is this? This
Raj.
couldn't have been United States of America.
Japan.
Oh yeah, you say he was a Japan. Yeah,
Anything
because in
goes
America,
up
niggas can run that up. I'm about to run. Ideal. You know the light bulb just pop on your head and shit. Swing. Oh shit. Wee. We got 365. He said 35.
This thing is stupid.
I'm about to have hella Facebook pages and only follow certain people. You'll see this notification every fucking week. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, nigga.
I could have sworn.
Car no pay, houses and shit, everything. Oh, thank you for the idea, Japanese man. You're the greatest.
My hero.
If you were here, you know what I mean? If you were here, we would boycott for you, bro, but you ain't.
Shout out to guy Creature, man. And Trump Nasio too. That guy working.
he's the
working.
GOAT.
He's working, yo.
He's the
That guy,
fucking
Trump
GOAT.
Nasio working.
Same shit we was talking about earlier about aesthetics and shit. Like, I might necessarily not like his music, but the shit how he move is so cool. It make me press play.
I like his
It
music.
make me press play, motherfucker.
I like his music.
You know, it's for me, it's the mood. What mood do I have to be in to enjoy this?
Yeah.
To actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? Not to take it in and listen, but what mood do I have to be in to enjoy it? I ain't found that mood yet. And I don't know if I want to find that mood. You know what I'm saying?
That slasher shit.
This shit a little wild. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a good thing if I get into that mood.
This nigga's like knives fucking going into the fucking heart. Like
His
I
shit's
did.
dope, yeah. The way he
Yeah.
moved, the way he, you know, I'm talking about Creech. You know what I'm saying, bro? I told you for the next one, you be the videographer. I'm gonna get the Johns. You know what I'm saying? Let's hook it up. Let's make it happen, dog. I'm with the
That nigga's
shits.
crazy.
But you gotta find the bitches that's
Give
with the
everybody your
shits.
social media one time. Where could they find the music? Where could they find you?
Twitter, Instagram, Kudo, AYEKUDO. Otherwise, I mean, hopefully building up a YouTube channel through 45 Street. Shout out 45 Street, Big Drip, little step.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, I definitely got a couple teams in my pocket right now, helping me like get everything out right now. Yeah, I mean, 9 projects this year, hopefully 10 projects.
Kudos to you, man.
This nigga's stupid.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard that.
Stupid. I'm mad. I didn't think of that. Don't give this nigga no credit for that. That shit was so cheesy. Back to John's point. Don't laugh at this nigga's jokes. Nah, this nigga's stupid.
ain't thinking that.
It's crazy. Episode 151, man. We out this hoe.